Why is China still alluring? Well, the obvious is, of course, the size of the economy. It's about the same size like the United States. Some say it's the largest economy in the world. But of course, it has also other trappings of attraction to all of us. If you look into the chemical market, which is sort of my background, you can see that half of the global market is in China. You can see the car market, again, 1/3 of the global market is in China. And then machinery, it's even more pronounced. You have the Chinese machinery market as big as the US, Japanese, and European market put together. So of course, if you want to be here, you have to be a global player. In order to succeed globally, you have to be in China. The other advantage, of course, is the cluster. China has incredible clusters built up over the last 20 years. Particularly, of course, in the Pearl Delta River, the Yangtze Delta River. Clusters where investors can find a lot of these items they need for assembly to produce their products in many folds, much more than in most other countries. These clusters will be very difficult to replicate elsewhere outside China. And of course, the infrastructure makes a big difference. If you take your items in Cambodia to Sihanoukville, it's one road and one port, smaller as it is. And of course, if you've ever seen the port in Shenzhen, it's 4 lanes and it's huge and very efficient. I think China has 6 or 7 out of the most busiest ports in the world. And so that just shows the power of the infrastructure and the clusters attached to it. That's why, to European business, China is alluring. Well, another advantage, of course, of the Chinese economy is this very strong labor pool. Many European companies to establish centers in China, for example in Chengdu, in order to work on global engineering challenges. That is something which, of course, is a huge advantage by having this labor pool over here. And then, first and foremost, I think for many of us, it is the demanding, sophisticated urban Chinese consumer. They are not always brand loyal, which keeps us on our toes in a way that cars, for example, get developed under the concept not of moving from A to B, but as a matter of fact, to have a computer on wheel. So European companies operating in China are basically in a fitness center. They are operating here, learning from the Chinese consumer where they have to make new adjustments and amendments. And that, of course, can be replicated in their global business. So in many ways, we have to be here in order to actually grow with the Chinese consumer, in order to get the products deep into the 21st century, where we think we can still make a difference and make better products.